Welcome back. Let's continue to this now. Residents of Site C in Khayelitsha on the Cape Flats say they are living in fear for their lives following a shooting incident at a barbershop in the area, which claimed the lives of 4 people, including 3 children. Now, the youngest child who died was 5 years old. The suspects entered the barbershop and started shooting on Saturday afternoon. The assailants fled the scene and are yet to be arrested. Police management are in the area to engage with community members. Our reporter Vanessa Poonah and video journalist Lukhanyo Mazantsana have more for us.
Western Cape Police Commissioner Thembisile Patekile is in Site C in Khayelitsha today. Of course, this follows the tragedy that occurred here not too long ago on Saturday afternoon when an unknown number of gunmen opened fire on a barbershop. And of course, we know in that terrible incident, 3 children among those that were shot and killed, as well as a 30-year-old adult. We also understand from the PC just now that a number of people have also been injured, and there have been cases of attempted murder registered. I'm joined now by the General himself. Good afternoon, sir. So you've just engaged with the community here of Site C. Just behind us is the barbershop where this tragedy unfolded on Saturday. Can you give us some information in terms of what the police know at this stage, where the investigation is, and also what the motive is for this incident?
What we know for now is that prior to this incident, there was a double murder where a white quantum combi was involved in shooting 2 people. That's prior to this incident. And then again, later this incident happened where also a white quantum combi was also involved. Now, we do not know exactly how many people were in this quantum in this incident. It could be 3 or 4, but we're at that investigation. So in this incident, the 3 people died on the scene. 11-year-old and a 12-year-old and a 30-year-old. And then the 4th one, a young child of 5 years old, died in hospital. And 7 people were shot and critically injured, were taken to hospital. And 2 among those people that were here, they were unharmed. At this stage, we have 9 attempted murder cases that we're investigating, plus these 4 murders. There could be more. We are still saying that there will be people that will come and say, I was in this scene, and they're coming, which we don't know. Because none of the people can tell us how many people were in the barbershop at the time.
Commissioner, these 2 incidents, you mentioned the quantum in both incidents. We know that the earlier incident happened on the same day, I suppose a few hours before. Is that a link that's being investigated? We also asked about the motive. We know that extortion has been a big issue around the Khayelitsha area. We know that gang violence, taxi violence. So are these 2 being looked at as a possible link?
We can't rule all of them. From the point of departure from us is looking at extortion, taxi violence, gang violence, any other conflicts that comes in. But those, even the theft within the extortions, we look at those from the point. Anything else, we come from that point, and then anything that comes to uncover, different from that, it's always isolated incident. But most of the time, there is a possible link among those we talk about. So we're hoping that with what we have, because in the first incident of the double murder, 4 people were taken for questioning, and they were arrested with a suspected stolen vehicle, and also the quantum was also recovered. They are now in for questioning, which we don't know if that questioning will lead us to both incidents, but for the first one, for sure, we are comfortable to say the first incident, but we don't know if the second one is going to be. But as we move with investigation, we hope that we are going to crack the cases, because we're determined we must do everything to ensure that we get to the bottom of it, who the responsibility that we get them. Because, killing children as young as 5 years, it is not acceptable to any community.